Ayo,
Hey,
ayo.
Robin. Welcome back to Love Out of Chaos with the Valentines. Superheroes. Halloween edition.
Buddy. I'm Patrick Valentine, a.k.a. Batman.
La keeper the woman.
And I'm Linda, Mama Valentine, also a Batgirl.
Oh my goodness. We getting into the Halloween spirit.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling, Halloween spirit? Do you feel festive?
I feel like a hero, a superhero.
You are a hero.
Superhero.
You're a hero to me.
You're a superhero.
You superhero.
Superhero.
Superhero. I was trying to have a cute moment. You ignored it. It's fine. It's minor details. Anyways.
Anyways.
You looking good, man. It's hard to kind of see you in this mask, but you're looking good.
Yeah.
I like the Robin fit.
You guys are going to save the day.
What crime are we fighting today?
Quee.
Green? Yeah, you're wearing green Crocs. You know, the crime I was thinking about fighting today is my hunger. I think that's a good place to start. Gotta eat first. Maybe a little bit of pizza.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of some tacos.
What the hell?
End it with some ice cream.
Okay.
Okay, I'm kidding. We're fighting different
Okay,
crime.
you're
What crime do you want to
you're
fight?
making us hungry really early on in this segment here.
I'm really hungry.
Batman, you are man.
Batman.
You're out, Batman.
Batman to the rescue.
Yeah.
Batman.
His costumes are pretty cool.
Zachary Robin.
Hey.
You make a great Robin.
It is officially spooky season. And that means Halloween's just around the corner. But one thing about Halloween for us, we always avoided it.
Okay, I don't know if the word avoid is probably the best word, or at least for me. It was hard to avoid, right? Halloween, everything you see from activities, school. Like, you can't really avoid it, right?
Okay,
but
maybe I tried to avoid it.
I think maybe you did. I know for me, growing up, Halloween wasn't a big holiday.
Mm-hmm.
It was just very casual. Kids went around, the neighborhood and handed candies, and then it was done. It was over. It was just, it wasn't such a big holiday or event as it is today. I know for you never really cared for it. And the mom who never wanted you to be the kid who didn't participate, I just always had the costume ready for school.
Yeah, you always wanted to make sure I participated in essentially every activity.
Yes. Yeah, that was
Whether
me.
it's school, outside activities, arts and crafts, sports. I was definitely filled with a lot of different activities.
Experiences. I was the mom who always wanted to create experiences, right? Like, that was
and
just
I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
And whether you always wanted to or not wanted to participate, that was really up to you. But I just always said, okay, just show up, do your costume, and then be done. Little participation, I always thought was better than nothing. Was kind of my idea. You didn't have to fully go on and be, the kid that won the number one prize of anything like that. That didn't matter to me.
Well, if there was a prize, then I probably would have participated with
there was always a
joy.
prize.
If there was like a best costume prize.
There was.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
No, you didn't care.
Yeah, I had to see. Maybe the prize wasn't big enough.
No, it really wasn't.
The prize just wasn't big enough. There wasn't a big enough incentive.
Right. No, I agree.
But I do remember it was hard for Zach. Halloween time, trick-or-treating time. What was that like for you?
Well, I still always have the first memory of his first little costume, right? I mean, I did all the photos. I was the mom doing all the photos all the time for every Halloween, any kind of event. And he was a pumpkin. He was the cutest little pumpkin.
Is that where he got his nickname?
Yes, pumpkin. It's a sort of a combination of, we'll talk about nicknames later, but it's a good question. He was my little pumpkin when he was small. So he was born in August. So by the time October, like almost 3 months, and he was just a baby. He was just an infant. He was the cutest little pumpkin ever. But as he grew up, I realized that as any kid, right? You start seeing people dress up. It is not, it's very foreign, scary, and I never pushed him.
Mm-hmm.
I adapted. I did the cute little costumes, or I'd put him in, maybe a Tigger, or one of his little favorite was Curious George.
The man with the yellow hat.
Yes.
I remember that costume.
So they were anything that felt more like clothing as opposed to something scary, or which I was never a fan of anyways. I realized that if it was something that he did not want to do, I encouraged him, and I always wanted him to feel as though it was okay. Like, I try to push boundaries so that he's comfortable, but not so much so where it would create long-lasting, detrimental, experiences. I didn't want to do that to him, but
I don't think any parent does, so I
no,
appreciate that.
But sometimes it happens, right?
Yeah.
You think you're doing not out of any kind of malice, but you
Right.
think you are encouraging, and sometimes, unfortunately, situations happen where it's just like, okay, that was a little too much, perhaps. There's that fine line between, encouraging your children versus kind of throwing them out there and letting them figure it out all the time. Zachary just was not keen to, and that's okay. It really is okay. It's okay to adapt. It's okay to make these moments special, whichever way they feel comfortable participating in. And it was hard in school because if he would sometimes prefer to be outside of that circle of everyone dressing up, or it was just too loud, or it's just too much. I always encouraged the teachers to not force him or whatever he was comfortable.
So you say too much. Do you remember what certain things were too much for him?
So when he was younger and more aware, there was a local church that started doing the trunk or treat.
Mm-hmm.
And he was always really comfortable in his stroller. So he wasn't someone that always wanted to be out and about in a community of activities. And he felt more comfortable in his stroller covered with a blanket. So if he would peek out, he was so cute.
He would be like,
yeah, he would
here
look.
I am, and gone.
Right. So I allowed him I still created the space for him to be right in his stroller, but never forced him. He can stay in his stroller as much as he wanted to, or he had the choice of going out. Now, these were a lot more family-friendly activities, and I felt it was the best of both worlds. One of the things that they didn't allow were scary costumes. And so as much as I wanted to expose him to doing the trick or treat in the neighborhood, I always knew that was a possibility. And I did not want to, it's not fair to him. It's not fair. I can't really explain to him what's going on. I can't even imagine what was going through his mind. All of a sudden he sees people dressing up in, foreign costumes. Yeah. And how do you
prepare him?
How do you prepare him?
And even if you go like trick or treating, you don't know what's going to be out there, whether it's super scary or super loud noises or people just not being kind, right? And that could be anywhere. But all these other elements of the unknown, so you can't prep for anything.
You couldn't prep. But I tried to balance that out, especially for you too. I think it was always important to be part of the community, have those experiences, like I said, and create those memories. I was all about making memories. But it wasn't that important to me. Like we had to do this, but I presented those. And that's, as years went on, we enjoyed them. We looked forward to going to that church. I no longer had to worry about going in the neighborhood or exposing him, because even trick-or-treaters coming to the house posed that scary element for Zachary.
Did.
And he didn't like the idea of people knocking on the door, coming in. He just did not like it.
It essentially like ruined his like sense of structure, with like the doorbell keep ringing, and random people coming without prepping him. And one thing about Zach is he really enjoys his structure.
He does.
So when you took him out of that element, that's when things go a little sideways sometimes.
And I also had to learn, because these were circumstances, situations that I didn't really understand either. He was little. I didn't understand why there's certain things that, like certain noises bothered him, because depending on the circumstance and depending on the situation, maybe the doorbell bothered him one time and then would not bother him another time. So I really had to try to understand, trial and error, just try to be really aware and present with him. So I was also on that learning curve with him. He was teaching me, and just like any child, it's important to just pay attention and learn and experience those experiences with him.
So what are some of those things that you learned that eventually helped Zachary as he got older in relation to Halloween?
As time went on, I realized he was anticipating, right? He would say Halloween coming, and he would tell me, sometimes he would say, no costume, no dress up.
I remember.
no candy. And so he would already list all the things. However, the funny thing is I would always have costumes prepared, because he would say, okay, I want to now.
Yeah. Last minute too.
Last minute. He would either ponder about it days ahead, create maybe that comfort space, talk it out. But I just always had something prepared. And once he was done, he got to a place and a point too that he would love for that moment, whether it was 10, 15 minutes or a photo, he would enjoy that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, when he was done, he was done.
Yeah.
That was the end of it. And his boundaries, I was able to push boundaries for him so that the more he did it, the more comfortable he was. But again,
sort of that exposure.
It is.
It's that exposure over time. Maybe he's not going to like something the first time, but then like exposing maybe again later.
And then him becoming comfortable with that, him understanding that he was safe, that we were all here, and it was okay for him to say no. But he sometimes teeter-totter between the no, I don't want to, or I'm ready now.
And it's so funny. I remember countless times like you asking or me asking like, hey, like let's just like dress up for Halloween. It's going to be fun. Here's the costume, whatever the costume you picked out that year. And let's just take photos or things of that nature. And he's like, no. Or when he was nonverbal, he'd just be like, no, like shake his head,
Right.
Very adamant of, I do not want this.
Right.
And then when Halloween comes, the day of, at night, when we're winding down or ready for bed, he's like, oh no, what happened to my costume?
Right.
I want my costume out now.
Day over. Right. No, it's true. I also remember, again, adapting. When we had the opportunity, I would take him to Disneyland. And so he would also be able to see other kids dressing up in those fun, more favorite character costumes, right? Like I said, he had the Tigger. He would see, the girls dress up in his favorite princess outfit.
Of course.
Those were a lot more positive experiences that he enjoyed. And so I continued whenever we had the opportunity to do so. But I mean, I think it's very typical for kids with, sensory overload to have these experiences and to be patient. And honestly, if it's just not their cup of tea, then it's not that important. It's fun to create new traditions.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to adapt, because even there were certain things he didn't care about, whether carving a pumpkin all the time, but he enjoyed watching others for that brief, moment. And so as you're exposing them to those traditions, you just allow them to participate as much as they want to or feel to, or even if they're participating from, that outside of that circle while still watching.
If that's what they want.
If that is more comfortable, then it's okay.
And I think you bring up a really great point in thinking about letting the child lead sort of that experience. I think oftentimes we've seen, whether it's parents or family members, be like, no, this is tradition. You have to do it this way. And the reality is that's not inclusive for every child because of what you just mentioned, whether it's sensory overload or maybe they just don't like it. And so it's like still having that conversation with your children and exposing them to new experiences or those old traditions, but allowing them to have that kind of final say of how they want to participate in it, if they do, where they're comfortable. Because at the end of the day, you don't want your child, or in your case, Zachary, to now have a mental breakdown because you were so focused on this tradition that did it really matter in the end? A Halloween random tradition of carving a pumpkin. It's
right.
great.
And
it's fun.
I
but
mean, those
if
things happen too. I mean, they really, they did. They occurred. I'm not going to say they didn't, but if you expose them to something the first time and he has a meltdown, because he had plenty of meltdowns,
right.
Then it's like, oh, okay, he doesn't want to do this. Then remove him from the space, adapt the space for him, give him the opportunity to see from afar, what everything's happening and maybe what the process is, because sometimes too much too soon becomes overwhelming. And again, I was not a parent who ever imagined him not participating in anything or exposing him to anything. I felt it was important, especially any kind of event, right? I always felt it was just important at his pace to expose him.
So how was it knowing that things had to change from what you typically knew in this traditional Halloween sense, right? You had your own traditions growing up, and then we created our own for like the 6-ish years that it was just me as only child. But how did that change for you?
I think what was hard for me is removing myself from, whether it's family situations or community situations that I was no longer really participating in. I think that was hard for me because I didn't know if there was anything else out there to either help with, figuring out what other opportunities do I have with Zachary, or even just another community that is doing something different.
Yeah, like trying to be more inclusive, more sensory friendly activities. There wasn't that conversation yet.
There wasn't that conversation, and I think that was really hard for me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have those resources. I didn't know which way to, and I didn't want you. I mean, it didn't matter what holiday, but I didn't want you to miss out on certain opportunities and experiences as well. So balancing that out.
How did you balance that out? I think
That's a good question.
that sounds very difficult, thinking about you want me to have these experiences, and at the same time, you don't want Zach to kind of go through something that he truly doesn't like.
I'm going to be really honest. I was really grateful, looking back now, that you overall were a homebody. Let's be real. That made it so easy that I didn't feel the pressure.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
really did not feel the pressure. I still wanted to create those moments for you or for him. And I was grateful for the Disneyland experiences or the Knott's experiences, places where we can go where is more like a family environment. So yeah, I was grateful. You did not care whether we go or not go.
Whether we went trick-or-treating
No.
or trick-or-treating or stayed home and
And we would do
watched a
other
movie.
things, watch a movie,
Some popcorn, some candy.
play games. You loved video games. He watched us play we always played video games. There was just always alternatives. You're not bound to these situations. And again, I was grateful. I really was. It took that burden off. Outside sources didn't always take the burden off, but
Outside sources. What do you mean by that?
so, like I said, whether there were family events, you feel bad for not showing up to an invitation, someone that, went out of their way to create a fun experience for the kids, knowing that it's probably best that I don't go.
Yeah.
Because that was always really a hard situation to be in.
Especially how much family means to us and wanting to be connected with our family
Yes, and our
throughout
friends.
the holiday season, throughout every event,
Right.
throughout every birthday, and
That was
making
hard
that
for me.
decision for
That was hard
Zachary.
for me because I was always there, present, wanting to be involved, wanting to be with family. And it was difficult. It was difficult. But as time went, I know that others understood. I had to make those hard decisions for everyone's well-being, Zachary's well-being. And it just was what it was. You just adapt, you change, and you make the best of what you have.
Yeah, I think reflecting back for me, I feel like I'm going to say this a lot in the podcast. It just was.
Right.
I didn't know any different. I didn't experience something different.
And you didn't ever feel like you were missing out.
I didn't.
You
It
really
was just was.
didn't.
Like, I was like, all right, cool. Like, we're not going. Okay. Like,
No big deal.
I could go to, Target and
You'd go outside, play,
get candy,
just
go
hang out with
play
your friends.
with my basketball court, play
Yeah.
video games, board games, whatever.
You were
right?
happy. Yeah.
It was always adapting to what I thought was going to happen, but didn't. And I just figured out, like, hey, there's other alternatives. And these other alternatives were always fine with me. And I think having those backup plans in my mind unintentionally of, hey, I could just put my PS2 on, play some video games, and just chill. Okay, we're going to go hang out with family today. Like, okay, let's go. I was always pretty easygoing.
You were.
For the most part, unless I really didn't want something.
You really owned Homebody.
Yeah.
Like you owned it. It was really. Is Patrick going? No. But again, I'm grateful. I think it helped a lot to realize that not only things happen for a reason, but that family dynamic. And mind you, I was complete the opposite. I was always the one growing up ready for the next event or family. I was always really present and doing. And so having both of you is like really polar opposite for me. But I learned a lot about patience.
And you
And
adjusted.
I adjusted. I learned that it was okay to let go.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay to adapt and change, and still wanting to create memories, because I have my memories.
Right.
We still created experiences, but they were based upon what was best for both of you.
And I appreciate that. I think that is something that I am truly grateful for. And I know Zachary is truly grateful for as well. Because, again, there's not resentment in all of it. And I know, yes, I saw all the hard challenges sometimes with Zachary, feeling overwhelmed and wanting to help him and just be there as a brother. But I never felt that you were putting us in a situation that was going to be bad for us. We always felt the
Right.
love. We always
Oh.
felt the safety. And I think that's what all children should or all children want to feel, is that love and safety from their parents and their loved ones. So again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
And reflecting about all of it and our childhood, I also understand that things can change. And thinking about the last 5 years with creating content, specifically Halloween, it's changed a lot for Zachary.
For both of you.
Yeah, so me too. I'm more
But,
okay
yeah.
dressing up. Here I am as Batman. If you told me like, hey, we're gonna dress up and we're gonna talk into a microphone about Halloween, I'll be like, can we just
I'm still
not
in
dress up?
Yeah, I'm still in disbelief. I'm looking at you, right across from me, thinking, wow.
Who is this guy?
Who is this guy, and when did this happen?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the turning point, but I think ultimately, I think it was Zach. I think seeing his joy coming for Halloween now makes me want to be a part of it with him.
And your changed perspective of, just looking at things a little more lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
I think for you, just looking back, either it was a hard no or a hard yes. There was kind of never that in between. Like, let's just do it.
I didn't like living in the gray. It's just like I either want to or don't.
Yeah. On so many levels, I appreciated that.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't, and you exactly, like, you were easy to understand.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that even as Zachary now enjoys different elements of this season, Halloween, that it's just nice to see that bond, even just now, looking at you dress up as Batman and him dressing up as Robin, and it's just like, it's not that serious, but it's fun,
Yeah, I think it's continuing creating memories together, and
Yeah.
he's the one leading it, right? He expressed how much he wanted to dress up for Halloween this year and wants to be, a family costume, and he wants to go trick or treating,
I know.
which is wild. I think 2 years ago was the first time I remember that he actually wanted to go trick or treating. And then he went last year, loved it. And he's already talking about like, hey, we're going trick or treating, right?
He loves, he also just enjoys handing out the candies and watching it. Like, he waits for it.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, things have really changed. I mean, they really have.
Yeah.
And watching both of you from, again, behind the lens as we created content And these moments, you know that Halloween is just around the corner, and I'm working at trying to, find that perfect costume for both of you. But to see, I think, how much he has embraced these times in his own way still. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Just to all the things you guys didn't do as kids, you guys are doing it now. And that's really funny to me.
And to me, I think it's a really, really great blessing seeing us grow into what we enjoy now and evolve. And it's okay to change.
It's okay.
It's okay to not like something first and then like it later. There's nothing wrong with that. And
circumstances change, right? The place in life that you're in, it doesn't always have to be a certain way. Like, it's okay now that you're enjoying it. It's okay that, I can't believe I'm sitting here restricted in this thing in the cave and, feeling
you're going
like
outside your comfort zone now.
I am so outside my comfort zone.
Look at you.
It's just always easier to just create that for you. Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. You got this. Look, you rocking that costume. All three of us are rocking the costume. I feel like I don't know what to do with my hands. It's I
think when I really think about it, as a mom, you're always wanting to make sure your kids have everything, right? Wow. I'm like, okay, it's here I am in this costume, but it's nice. Maybe new traditions, new reasons why to do it. Yeah. Not that there wasn't ever a reason why, but you're just running around trying to make sure you guys had what you needed or wanted or those opportunities.
But now you're able to focus on like all of us, and you particularly, right? You being a part of it. I know Zach loves it. I know I love it. It's a family affair now.
Yeah, the Valentines and these costumes.
With a little bit of chaos, of course, a little sprinkle, not too much.
I don't think I ever imagined this moment, really.
What do you think was the turning point for Zachary in that change?
Repetition for Zachary. Every year there was one little element of the holiday that he accepted with open arms. So then that became like a core memory. And so the following year he would add that to the list of things like, okay, I'm gonna hand out candy this time. This is what I'm gonna do. That would be a must do on his list. So every year he felt comfortable, like he would make his own little list of what he wanted to, equally what he wanted to and equally what he didn't want to. So
he's very direct.
Very direct. He knew his comfort space, and he just always vocalized it. Mm-hmm. And again, repetition. When you see him and you understand how important that repetition is every year, because he does that with the holidays, with Christmas, right? He just does the same thing. This is what I want to do. This is what I don't want to do.
And then he'll always add some little element, right? Whether it was like, okay, Halloween, we're dressing up, taking pictures. Okay, done. And then next year, he knows already this is what he wants to do. Dress up, take pictures. He's like, okay, maybe I'll color a pumpkin this time. And then it's like the following year, dress up, take pictures, color pumpkin, whatever it is.
And he always surprised me. He always surprised me because the one thing that he did not want to do the previous year was the one thing I wasn't going to do this year.
Or the like, okay, we're not going to try that this time.
And then it would be the one thing that he would say, I want to do. I'm like, well, wait a second. You didn't like it last year. So now I don't have it prepared.
You're like, I'm not prepped. I'm not ready. I'm not mentally ready. I need at least 5 business days for you to tell me next time. But he's like, nah, I'll tell you the day of.
But those were the moments that I realized, okay, he's had a whole year to think about it.
Yeah.
He realized it wasn't that bad. He probably realized the fun opportunities or whatever it was. I don't know. But it's nice to be able to know that he's thinking about it in a more positive light. He's thinking about it in a way that feels comfortable for him that year, that following year. So he does that quite often where he tells me, I don't want to do this. I didn't like it. And I eliminate it, completely omit it from the following year. And he says, oh no, what happened? Like, we're not carving pumpkins this year. And I'm like, well, you didn't want to do it last year. Right. So,
Yeah.
But it's nice. Keeps me on my toes for sure.
What do you think is his favorite Halloween tradition?
I think he really enjoys the idea of dressing up because he says it all the time. Like me and you, Patrick, dress up as twins or something that.
Some sort of
duo
costume.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really do believe because sometimes he goes through like a list saying, okay, Patrick, you dress up as this character and I'll dress up as this character.
He's always making me the old guy too. I don't know what's up with that.
Because you are old.
I don't need this from you
think
too.
Yeah. But honestly, he does. He looks forward to it now.
Yeah.
He's been talking about it for.
Yeah, he already has a list of this year's.
He had a few others too. Where,
what's been your favorite costume?
I really loved the Russell and
Russell and Carl. Russell and Carl.
I think that is my ultimate favorite.
That's hard to top.
Yes.
That is really great, from the outfit to the look of it to...
You guys really played the part.
Both
of you.
We did.
I was like, wow.
It was a really, really impressive. It was impressive that you're able to find all those pieces, and then us just like figuring out, okay, how is this going to look? Zach played Russell fantastic.
Yes, he really did.
And I guess I played Carl pretty well too.
You did. That was so good.
That was my favorite. I think that's my favorite. Another favorite.
Second runner up,
I think, would be the man with the yellow hat from Curious George. That's like my favorite costume of him. I think
when he was younger.
Yeah, when he was younger.
Okay.
When he was younger.
He loved it.
I look back at that picture and I'm like, wow, that is incredible. He embodied it. He really loved Curious George. He still loves Curious George, but he really embodied that costume. And I think that's my second favorite. Third would probably be Ash Ketchum and Pikachu.
Ash for sure. Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah. I don't know how I got stuck being Pikachu, but...
What do you mean? It's perfect. You are the best Pikachu.
There's just been so many good ones, and I'm excited to what we decide this year of what's gonna happen on Halloween.
Can't say, but it'll be fun. Zachary's got a list, but I think he's on to something.
He is.
Yes.
So speaking of fun, Halloween is supposed to be a time to just have fun. Fun with friends, fun with family, fun with loved ones.
The neighbors.
Just everyone should have a good time. We want everyone to have a good time. But the reality is there's not as many sensory-friendly experiences for people like Zachary that sometimes gets that sensory overload. What were those sensory-friendly experiences that you saw growing up for him that helped?
I think within the community, it was nice. I mean, we've experienced both events where a community decides to go completely full on with Halloween, but there was nothing but scary from beginning to end. And that was so hard.
Yeah.
I think primarily the one that I think changed everything for Zachary and us as a family was our trunk or treat experiences. because you can still, like I said, Zachary was happy to be in a stroller, sort of covered, and be in that space and come out whenever he felt comfortable, without taking him away from the experience completely. And having those trunk or treat community events gave us all the opportunity, gave him the opportunity. The only downfall, and not to take away from anyone that goes out of their way to, create such a fun experience for kids and family. I think for kids such as Zachary, it's hard to be in those spaces when there's just so much scary.
Mm-hmm.
Those scary elements, because those are long lasting visuals for someone like Zachary, and that creates for him. It becomes a no zone for him, 100%. There is
a lot of anxiety filled.
It's
zone
so much
and,
anxiety,
time
overload.
And I think you make a good point. There's nothing wrong with creating that, right? Creating a haunted house, creating these really scary elements. I think in order to be like a good neighbor, though, if you want to create those things, it's maybe like letting your community know, hey, my house is going to be really scary. If your children aren't a fan of that,
be aware.
Be aware. Don't come near the house. And I think that's valid.
Yes.
Right? Because again,
you
want to build a good community, a good neighbor. You want to be good neighbors to each other.
Right.
And we're not saying to not create this element. It's just maybe
because as a
letting
mom,
everyone
you just
know.
want to know.
Yeah.
Does that become a no zone for your child?
Because then you're able to make an informed decision for Zachary.
Yes.
Even going for a walk in the neighborhood, not to turn left this time.
Right.
During Halloween season, because Joe over here really loves his spooky decorations. Nothing wrong with that. Joe, you do your spooky decorations. I appreciate it. I could acknowledge it. It is great. It looks fantastic. And understanding that that's not for everyone, maybe giving people a heads up in the community, I think could go a long ways.
Yeah, it's a win for everyone, because obviously there's so many who really enjoy it and look forward to that, and which, as you should, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't like being scared, but it's a great time for other people. I respect it. You do you.
As a parent, I just wanted to create those experiences for Zachary. And it's nice to know ahead of time, how to prepare myself, how to prepare Zachary, because it's not just the stress that's put on him and the anxiety, but it's also on the parents.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know I was going to be exposed to the situation with my son. Now I have to find a way to either remove him and myself from the situation. And it's stressful. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to adapt. I mean, you know me, I'm just happy to adapt, to change, find another event, or just not do it at all, find something else to do at home. But I think it's nice. And as parents, we do appreciate when those neighbors or find ways to adapt, or to let your neighbors aware.
Be more communicative in the community. Yeah. And I think also too, ways if you yourself have sensory processing disorder or experience sensory overload, or you have children that have autism or experience sensory overload, it's trying to plan, right? Whether it's having fidget toys on hand, whether it is having noise canceling headphones on hand, or an escape plan, escape from that situation or event. If something happens, right, a breakdown happens, which is okay. It happens.
It does.
Zach has experienced many of those. But having that escape route has been able to minimize that for him. And then him being able to decide if he wants to go back into that space.
I agree. Yeah. No.
So for you as a mom, what were some of those things that you thought about? If Zach has a breakdown here, what do I need to do?
When he was younger, his breakdowns were a lot more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So what I always try to do is prepare ahead of time to leave early. I always made sure that I had an escape plan for him. It didn't matter the event or situation. I knew that I was taking a chance
Mm-hmm.
to expose him to some sort of event. I always had things for him to hold, things that felt secure, like
Can
a
provide that safety
net for him. But my primary thing was always just having an escape plan, always. I never mind leaving early. I never mind pulling him from the space if he needed like a time alone. I learned it was okay to adapt to whatever his needs were. And it changed. They varied so much.
Yeah, they varied year by year,
They
and I think
varied
that's
from event
valid.
to, there was times where I would think that he would not enjoy being in a really loud environment. But sometimes these loud environments were sort of his happy place.
Yeah,
And
that,
it's just
that was
really
that was a weird way to navigate growing up, because I think initially I was like, oh, if it's too loud, he's for sure not gonna like it. Then he
right.
started liking it.
Depending on the event, depending on
Depending on the situation. I was like, I don't know where to go from here, man. Like, you let me know. And he's pretty much like, dude, I don't know either. He's like, I just feel it in the
Yeah.
moment.
And I think it has a lot to do with the energy. I really do. When I think about some of these events that felt you had an energy of a lot of like happiness and joy and music that he enjoyed, he was fine.
Yeah.
He was absolutely fine.
And as long as it wasn't sudden loud.
As long as absolutely. Even
Sudden
for
loud
me.
for sure. Yeah. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and you can tell when you walk into a space and you feel a welcoming and just a happy, joyous space, even though it's loud, versus some spaces that are quite the opposite. And even me, I just don't always feel comfortable in spaces, even for him. So yeah, those were interesting. I had to learn how to help him navigate through those things, or even just make those hard decisions and say, I don't think he's going to be okay in this space.
Yeah, and I think you did a great job. I think you were navigating a lot. And again, I say this and I'll continue to say that you did a great job. Pat yourself on the back. And so I appreciate it. Zach appreciates it. I think ultimately, in thinking about a sensory-friendly Halloween experience, right? Kind of the main senses you have to think about. Are there like this like really bad smells? Are these flashing lights that could trigger epilepsy? Certain like textures and touch, certain visual things, right? So you have to kind of think of all the sensory things that's like calmness in that Halloween experience. But let's say you don't, and that's not the vibe you're going for. You want to have this very scary, very over the top, that's considered overwhelming Halloween experience. I would just say saying that is okay, right?
Yeah.
Saying that, hey, this is not very sensory friendly, or the lights and flashing can trigger someone that has epilepsy. I think that's how you start building a better community around you. It's just communicating what exactly is this event, what exactly is the vibe you're going for in your Halloween decorating for trick-or-treaters to come to.
Right.
Communication goes a long way. It's a great time. Halloween's a great time for everyone. I think there's a place for everyone to just enjoy and love the season. And that's what we're all about. Whatever your vibe is, whatever you like during Halloween time, go do it.
At least for me, you realize that it's creating the memories that's the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
You want to create those long-lasting memories. And those are the things that I remember when you were both younger, that community-based, the friends, the family. And as things change, because obviously 20 years ago, there weren't as many
Different type of events.
Right? Or the need for those sensory friendly as much as there is today.
I would argue that there's always been a need, but there wasn't always an awareness for it, and people didn't put words to what that need was, right? We know in talking to many different parents now that Zach isn't the only one that needed these sensory-friendly experiences and events during Halloween time, as many other children did.
I think what I mean by that is because Halloween is far more celebrated than there was 20, 30 years ago. It was simplified. We didn't have these elaborate...
We didn't.
Over the top events. We really did not, during my time, very seldom during, like, even for you, but as people got more interested in having larger events, there was a bigger need, in my opinion. It was simple. We didn't, some of the decorations you see now just going into some of the homes, they're so elaborate. They're fun to look at. You knew more or less what homes. It was far and few. It was always that one house that was the haunted house in your entire city, that everybody went to if they wanted to. But for the most part, homes weren't overly decorated. So that's what I meant about need. There's a lot more events. There's people go all out, and it's fun to watch and see. But I feel like there is a bigger need now.
But yeah, it's just all about enjoying Halloween and making memories. That's all that's important.
No,
making
that
memories
is.
with loved ones.
Create those memories.
Mr. Zachary Valentine, aka Robin, what Crocs are you wearing today?
Robin Crocs.
Robin Crocs? They do feel like Robin Crocs. We will have to tell Crocs to get on, like, hey, we need a Robin.
We do.
Crocs.
We need the Robin Crocs.
We need the Robin Crocs. But the green works great. The green fits, the aesthetic, the vibe, fantastic.
Yeah.
I love how it's very festive to what you're wearing. You really know how to style.
Yeah.
That's right, man. I can't really see. I can't. There we go. Okay. It's really hard to see in this mask. With Robin, with those Crocs, man, oh man, you're killing it.
Yeah.
Killing. Let me see the superhero stance. You got the superhero stance going?
No, Mama.
No? Okay. My
No,
bad.
never mind.
My bad.
Never
We're
mind.
not fighting crime yet.
My bad.
That's tonight. That's 6 p.m. tonight. All right, sir. We are doing the trick or treat challenge. All right. We are going to be having cards face down.
Dab.
Oh, and dabbing. We dabbing out here?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I like the dab. So for the trick or treat challenge, we're going to be having cards face down. We're going to each be choosing a card. Either it has trick or treat. Naturally, if you get trick, might not be something that good. If you
Better
get treat,
pick that treat.
that's a good treat right there. All right, you ready? Okay,
Yeah.
trick or treat time. Okay, pick a card. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
No.
Okay, you ready? We're going to turn it on 3. 1, 2, 3. I got treat.
I got treat. Ooh,
treat.
you got trick.
You got trick, bro.
Check. Yes.
Okay. All right, he's excited for the trick today. Okay, let's see.
Come up. Oh.
You want the gloves off? It's
Okay. Yo, you.
Oh, no, I'll leave my gloves on.
Prepare.
Okay, I'll put my gloves off.
Sorry, no more hands.
Are you ready for your trick, though?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, we have to close our eyes.
Okay.
Okay, we have to close our eyes.
Close our eyes.
Yeah, close our eyes.
Okay. Ready?
Close your eyes.
Okay.
We each got our item. Ready? 1. Oh. Wait, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, we're going. Open your eyes. Zach opened them already.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, he closed them.
No, close, open. What are we doing?
Wow.
Wow, okay. All right. Looks like me and my mom got some chocolates. Some
Oh,
Ferrero
that's
Rocher.
a cruel trick.
Zach, how's your pizza?
Where's the real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might taste like plastic, bro. I'm just saying.
I got chocolate.
I got chocolate. I'm
This
eating
is
my
pretty
chocolate.
good.
This Ferrero Rocher chocolate. I'm chilling.
Go eat.
Let's see.
One, number one, you.
One me? I know.
You won.
I won and mom won.
Okay.
1-1.
1-1. Zachary 0.
Dang!
Sorry, man. You got tricked. I do apologize for that. How was it, mom?
It is satisfying.
Ferrero Rocher, probably one of my favorite chocolates ever. It's okay, man. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one. Number 2. Ready? Trick or treat time? Pick your card, man. Pick your card. Okay. Too slow. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I had a treat.
I got trick.
Twins.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Open them.
Ta-da. Oh, those are really cute.
I got Hello Kitty glasses. That's pretty cool.
I
I did lose. I do have to read something for my trick. I'm not ready. I'm not
Cute
excited
little
for it.
Hello Kitty sunglasses. Twins again. Twins.
Mommy, I tell you, 1.
Oh, I won? Okay, let's see what my trick is. Okay. My trick is... Oh, gosh. Okay, my trick. Okay, so I have to talk like Shakespeare for the next trick or treat one.
Mama, wait.
Number 3. You ready for number 3? Okay.
Art thou
Cheating with
Yeah.
the mother? With thy mother?
Okay, Ty.
Thy mother bat?
Okay.
Girl?
You're a twin.
Okay, let's see. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
No, mine. It's a cheat, man. Cheat.
Art thou cheating?
Try again.
Art thou why you take his card?
Try again.
cheater.
Try,
You're a cheater.
try again. Ready?
You're a cheater.
2B1,
Oh.
2B2, 2B3.
Okay, I got a trick.
I got treat.
You're a twin.
Art twins.
Okay, you guys are
We are
cheaters.
twins. This Shakespeare stuff is hard.
Oh, Mom.
Obviously, I'm saying Shakespeare somehow. Not really very well. I want to speak Spanish. Like with the limited Spanish I know is like si se puede. That's Shakespeare right there. Same thing.
I got tricked.
Uh-oh.
I already got tricked
Uh-oh.
by you,
Yeah.
mister.
Okay. You ready to close your eyes? All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Open. Ooh. Zach and I got some Disney Doorables. Would you like to open our Disney Doorables first, though?
Okay.
Okay. You want to open it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's open it. Ready? Let's see what.
Pache, where?
Oh my goodness. What is this, like Sorcerer Mickey? Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Look at that. That's my first one. Look at Sorcerer Mickey.
Yeah.
These are cute.
That is that's adorable. Disney Adorable.
Okay, I promise I'm getting there. Zachary, do you want to trade my trick for your treat?
What the heck? Wow.
What the heck? Wow.
Yeah.
All right, and then
I don't know. Who is that little guy?
I don't know. It looks like a cat. I couldn't. It's but it's Technicolor. That's kind of cool. I think this is like one of the ones you're trying to get. I like the smile.
I'm trying here. Okay, Zachary, here's your first.
Let's see. Look, you could.
What did you get? What did you get?
Oh, I could tell you what it is. Oh, sorry.
No.
What is it? Tell me. What'd you get? Who'd you get? You got a Dalmatian? I could hold the Dalmatian for us.
That is really
Look
cute.
at this cute Dalmatian.
Okay, let's see.
Adorable. You know, I don't know
Here's your
other
other
word to
one.
use besides adorable because it says adorable, so I'm saying adorable for everything. What'd you get? Let me see. Let's see what we got. This one. Yep.
No clue.
I have no clue. But
It's really cute.
But we have a guide. All right, you ready for your trick,
Well,
Mom?
that was a fun treat.
Yeah.
You ready for your trick, Mom?
Yes,
No.
yes, yes.
All right. So the trick is
No, really, the answer is no.
Mom, the trick is you have to act like your favorite animal for 5 seconds.
Okay, I can do this.
What's your favorite animal?
Dog.
A dog? Okay. Go ahead. Let me see the dog.
That would be like a pet, like a dog, more so. Burf.
That's all you got.
Burf.
Oh, just roof. Just roof.
Burf.
Wow.
Burf.
Stop.
Burf.
Mom. Mom.
Why are you looking at me? Mom's that way.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right, we don't like this. Is a trick for everyone. Huh?
Another trick.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Nice one, Mom.
We're ready for the next one,
Okay.
Mom. Ready? One.
No cheating.
No cheating.
No cheating.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, no, Jack.
I got trick.
Oh, we all got trick.
Uh-oh.
What? No treats?
No treat today, apparently. I still got my Disney Doorables, though. So
Me, Mom.
All three of
all
us.
3 of us trick. Look.
Look.
Trick, trick, trick.
Yes.
Dang it. Let's see what it is, man. Let's see what it is.
It is.
Okay. Close your eyes. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Chicken!
Chicken.
Oh, flying chickens. Flying chickens. Flying chickens.
Come on.
What?
Come
No.
on, come on.
What? Oh.
Bye-bye. No.
Ready? 1.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, not mommy.
You didn't like yours?
No, me.
Okay, let's see what it is, though. Let's see. 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Okay.
Treat.
Cheek.
Trick, man. Okay.
I got a treat.
Okay. Look. Okay. So, Zachary, we're going to do the trick first, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We have to make up a song right now.
Stop.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's going to be a little rough.
I'll provide a beat.
No.
Oh, no.
You want to provide a beat?
No.
Okay,
Go. No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll wait
okay.
for my
What do you want
treat.
to do? Do you want to provide a beat?
I go day.
Oh, you want to be Ariana Grande? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it. Ariana Grande. Okay.
I can't wait to
Look,
hear this.
Let's get it. Ready?
No, I can't.
Look, for Ariana Grande?
No, please.
No?
Or
What do
how
you
about
want to
just sing a holiday song?
No, I can't. No, chicken.
do? You can't deal with this trick anymore? Yeah, I don't know either, man.
How about just Patrick?
Just Patrick?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Go by take.
Okay.
You're going to take it on for the team.
I'll take one for the team.
You have to be a superhero.
Okay. Batman.
Come on, Batman. Do it in Batman's voice.
time.
Okay?
I can't be Ed. Do it at the same time, Batman. Batman on the podcast with Robin. Okay, listen.
Where's the buzzer?
I feel like an orange.
But
Is,
I need the X buzzer.
I feel like an orange is gonna be thrown at me.
Yeah.
Looking at the crew, they're like, "Oh, this is kind of rough out there."
It was rough.
Sorry, you guys had to hear that really bad song that had like 2 words in it and with a really bad offbeat. And
Thank you, I take.
thanks, man. I appreciate the love right there. That's what I need. That's the hype I need right there. Even though you left me hanging, we won't talk about that. All right, Mom, are you ready for your treat?
Yes.
Yeah.
My treat.
All right, Mom got her treat. Open your eyes. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, it's like Christmas time. Really, it is. They're so cute.
Oh,
Well, for one of you. Well, I got my Doorables. Would
You
like
got your
Doorable back?
Doorables.
You want your Doorables?
This is really cute. You know,
I'll
I'm
hold
a
it.
big Hello Kitty fan. I've always have been. So this is
It's a good treat.
it is a cute
It's a
treat.
good treat.
Brings
It's really
back
cute.
memories.
says.
Part 6. He's like, all right. We don't need to worry about your treat anymore. We're going on to part 6.
You ready for part 6?
Yeah.
Can you just say how cute it is and we can move on? Say how cute.
Hi, cute.
Thank you.
No.
All right. You ready now? Okay.
The twin.
Twins? I
Yeah.
don't know about twins, man. I don't know. Let's see. Ready, set,
Oh, see. Yes.
I feel like you cheated. You looked. But that's fair. I'll give it to you, man. I'll give it to you. I got trick.
And me.
You got treat?
Yes, 3 yes. Yes. We have it.
You're the winner, man. You are the winner. All right, sir. Are you ready for your treat, man?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Your treat. You got to close your eyes, though. You got to close your eyes. No looking.
Don't open your eyes. No cheating. And open.
Yes, Super Mario.
Super Mario, man.
Man, there you go.
What is that? What is that for Super Mario? What is that? Let me see. A Super Mario Light?
Oh, it's a light.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Is that for
at
your
that.
game room?
Oh, look. It looks like that off and on. You could even see it. Is that for your game room?
So
for your room or for your game
cute.
room?
They will.
For your game room, yeah. I like it.
I like it.
I knew you would. When I saw it, I was like, oh, he's going to love it. But me and Mama have to do the trick.
Oh, that's right. I was excited about his treat. I forgot about the trick. So this is our trick.
This is our
A
trick.
lemon.
I got to just, eat the lemon.
Like when you say eat the lemon.
They'll be open to interpretation because I got the trick. So.
I mean, I don't mind eating this.
Straight up?
But I have to.
Come on, cha.
No, I'm not trying to chug it.
Cha. Come on, Liam. Come on.
Cheers.
Cha. Come on, everybody.
Oh, my goodness.
Just watching you. Okay. I gotta put this on the back. Let's see.
Oh, no.
I have to eat all of it.
I love lemon, but
I don't like lemon like this.
not like this. Like
I'm glad we're providing entertainment for you, bro.
I'd rather have a taco with it.
Anything. Yeah, you got
You got your
Mario.
Mario.
Must be nice. I got a lemon.
That was a good lemon.
Oh, solid to keep away from you.
A little chili on top.
No, just
Yeah.
straight. No. I still feel it in my soul.
Die.
It's fine. I feel great.
Okay,
I'm okay, man. Thanks for asking.
Would you
though.
like some?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I figured you'd want to try it, man.
Oh, no.
All right. To end the challenge, Zach is a trooper. He wants to go for the lemon. Good luck, sir. Thank you for coming to the chaos.
No.
Okay, but you don't have to do it again.
Oh my goodness, dude.
No.
I want you
No.
make sure you give a thumbs up to the video for him doing that challenge right there.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Oh,
Proud
that
of you.
deserves, a few thousand subscribers for that. Thumbs up, subscribers. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! But you feel like alive after. You feel like awake now.
Wow.
Wow. And that was the challenge. You like your treat?
He loves his Super Mario.
Yay.
Yay. Super Mario for a superhero.
Super Zachary.
They do. Ramen.
Robin. Super Robin.
I love how he goes into a fighting set. Robin. I'm ready, Robin.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So it's that time. Golden moments.
Golden moments.
Mom, what was your golden moment?
I think for me, my golden moment is realizing that as many years have gone by, how wonderful it's been to know just how much purpose you both have given me. I get a little emotional on this one. Most often moms say, "Oh, I'm just a mom. I'm just a mom." And a mother's role is not just a mom. It really isn't. And looking back at those memories, even just talking about Halloween, right? You have all these other memories rush in through different holidays. my golden moment is knowing how much both of you gave me direction and purpose, because I loved being a mom. I genuinely loved being a mom. And it feels good to see you both. Not only am I proud of both of you, but I'm happy I made certain decisions in my life. Even though they weren't always decisions in the forefront. There weren't moments that I thought, oh, this is what I'm going to do with my life. You both really provided a joyous and fun-loving life, something that it just has created so many memories, so many wonderful memories. I would not change it for the world. I would not. And talking about these memories and even just looking at you right now in that costume, I can't necessarily take you that serious.
Yeah, you're over here getting emotional, and I don't know if there's tears there, but like part of me is like, oh, like that's very sweet, and then the other part of me like wants to kind of like laugh. And
I mean, look at how far you've come. How far you've come in just the relationship with Zachary, both of you. It's a golden moment for me.
Yeah.
It's a happy golden moment. And to all the moms out there, to all the parents, the dads, you're not just a dad. You're not just a mom. Your role is so important because we're here creating the next generation. You know, these our kids will pave the way for the future. And it's so important to really understand the love that you put into your family. You will see the fruits of your labor as the years go by.
Yeah, that's beautifully said. Beautifully. I think I have a similar golden moment in relation to Zachary, thinking how far he's come in these activities, right? In Halloween specifically. Because I do remember those moments of Zachary being super, super overwhelmed and him just crying and us just having to pick up and leave, which again was fine, and do it again in a heartbeat. But as a brother, you never want to see him sad. You never want to see him crying. Like I love him so much. My loved ones are my loved ones for a reason. I don't want to see anyone sad or unhappy.
Right.
So him now coming to us and being like, hey, I want to do this, and this immense joy and excitement, I think is a golden moment and testament to like how much he's grown. And it takes time.
It takes time, and I say don't give up. Don't give up. Just because one thing didn't work out doesn't mean it won't have a turning point.
Yeah. And I think patience is always at that forefront, and love. And so, yeah, that's my golden moment, seeing Zach grow so much. It's particularly for the Halloween season.
Yeah, that's a good golden moment.
Thank you all for watching Love Out of Chaos with the Valentines. I'm Patrick Valentine, aka Bird.
And that came moment.
And Linda, Mama Valentine, Batgirl.
But thank y'all for watching this Halloween special edition of the podcast. We hope you have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, comment what you want in future episodes. And follow us, yeah. And follow Zachary Robin, of course.
It's a beautiful chaos.